Growing up, I don't know about many of you, but I could not stand Beetlejuice. Every time it went on a commercial or part of the movie came on, I immediately ran towards my bedroom and hid underneath my bed. The majority of Tim Burton's movies growing up, I could not stand. Although throughout junior high and high school years, I was finally able to accept his ideas, and through it all and looking at it, I was able to see where he got his inspiration and to be inspired as a filmmaker to create films based off of what he believed. So Tim Burton has inspired many of us and inspires many through his various themes, his various movies, and through Johnny Depp. So Tim Burton inspires many of us through his various themes. According to He-Man, the author of Dead Ringer, Burton states that growing up, death was a forbidden subject, that no one wanted to talk about it. But growing up near Mexico and seeing and being around the surroundings of the Day of the Dead celebrations and seeing how life or death was in color, even though it was supposed to be black and white, he was able to finally accept death. And so the majority of his themes come from the celebration of the Day of the Dead. But the colors, that's why the majority of his movies are in color, but they're also dark, trying to inspire us to accept death. And that it's okay. Tim Burton inspires us through his various movies. According to the article that He-Man wrote in Dead Ringer, Burton admits that The Corpse Bride was a Russian folk tale that was told by a friend of his, and which inspires us to be aware of death and aware of our surroundings. Corliss, the author of Tim Burton Wonder Boy, states that Burton creates all of his movies either off of the childhood classics such as Sweeney Todd or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or based off his own scary yet bittersweet, bedtime stories, which inspire us me as a filmmaker to create my own type of movies. That it doesn't always have to be based off of something. Okay, ran out of room, but I'll go here. Tim Burton has inspired many of us through Johnny Depp. Have any of you guys seen Edward Scissorhands? Yeah? Okay. Well, that was the first movie that Tim Burton and Johnny Depp collaborated on a movie, and ever since, because Johnny Depp was so good in this role and he put himself into it, Burton inspired Johnny Depp to play whatever role he could and to do it however he wanted. And as most actors, they actually look up to Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, in the sense that because the majority of the characters that Depp plays are harder to create than the average actor would be able to create. There you go. But because of his crazy ways of doing things, Depp actually inspires the majority of us throughout all these things to act weird, to be okay, that it's okay. And so, yeah, I can't really come up with anything else, but that's primarily what I'm talking about. Okay, so in conclusion, or to wrap it all up, growing up, I have to admit I watched every single one of Burton's movies. However, to this day, I still cannot watch Beetlejuice. I usually will run to my room and turn off every type of anything that has to do with Beetlejuice or any of Burton's movies. I just can't stand the way it looks. But over the years, I have been able to grasp the themes of the movies that Burton portrays, and this idea that it's okay to accept death. So Tim Burton inspires many of us through his various themes. Tim Burton inspires us through his various movies. Tim Burton inspires us through Johnny Depp.